Peace be upon you, grade 10, how's life? This is Mrs. Wale Issawi, and this is your new video, vocabulary video. Today we're going to learn some words about liking and disliking. Keep tuned. The words in this lesson can be used to express various degrees of liking and disliking. Do you merely dislike or do you abhor doing the dishes? Are you enamored by a certain musician? Or do you simply find his or her music decent? As you study the words, think about how you might apply each word to something you like or dislike. Let's start the list by the word abhor. So this is actually vocab list 8. Liking and disliking. Okay. Read the context and figure out the meaning of the word. Write down your findings. Actually, guys, this video is not going to be spoon feeding. It's not about spoon feeding. That's why we're going to read the context together, trying to figure out the meaning of the unfamiliar word through the context clues. And let's start the video with the first word, abhor. Actually, you're going to find the unfamiliar word written in boldface word. So here, read the first sentence. Len abhors cats. If you have one as a pet, she would refuse to visit you. Actually, she will refuse to visit you because she finds something that she hates or that she refuses. Okay, so here, guess the meaning of the word abhor? The context here, she will refuse to visit you. So here, the word refuse clarifies the meaning of abhor, because if she refuses something, it means that she doesn't prefer it or she doesn't love it. Okay, so this is the first sentence. As for the second sentence, I abhor the way people leave their trash at the picnic sites in the park. Okay, so here, when leaving the trash at picnic sites is not an agreeable action, is not accepted. So I abhor it. So what's the meaning of abhor? Maybe don't prefer doing something? Dislike something? To which degree you dislike something or you refuse something? And please consider the difference between the word abhor and the word hate. They are more or less the same, but they are different in degree. Please consider this and consider the context clues that lead to the meaning of the word. So the first word is abhor. She abhors something. So she, to this extent, she cannot stand this thing. She abhors something. She totally refuses it. Move to the second word, that is affinity. What's the meaning of the word affinity? Actually, the word affinity here is pointed out through the word loved. What do you think, guys? He had an affinity for the outdoors and loved to take long hikes. So he prefers taking long hikes outdoors. So he had this kind of affinity. So what is the meaning of affinity? And consider loved as the context clue. Move to the second sentence. She has an affinity to him because of their common musical interest. Actually, you find it a pleasure to have someone sharing you the same interests, especially in music. So you find yourself naturally attracted to him. So it means that you have an affinity to this person, or affinity to the person that shares you the same interests. So what is the meaning of the word affinity? And here as well you have to consider the part of speech. The part of speech here is exactly, it is a noun. So how could you know, or how can you differentiate the noun from the rest of the parts of speech? So here we have, for example, an. Here you have an article. So the word comes after an article is considered a noun. And also here the word is used in the object position, direct object position. If you remember this, she has, and of course she has something. So in the object position, or the object is always a noun or a pronoun. So the word here is a noun. And what concerns us now is the meaning. What is the meaning of affinity? The third word is, okay, so this is actually about the word affinity. The word affinity here, this person is maybe an audiophile. He prefers a certain kind of music and he finds himself enthralled in this kind of music when he hears it. He tastes this kind of music. That's why he has an affinity for or of this music, maybe. Okay, let's move to the third word, which is animosity. Animosity. So again, you have to consider the context clues that lead to the meaning of the word. So here, the teams displayed great animosity toward each other during the game. So here we have two teams, and these teams showed great animosity, showed great something toward each other during the game. What do you think? They showed agreement, for example, or they showed disagreement? They showed something else. Okay, so we put aside our animosities so that we could work together. So before working together, they were maybe at odds. They had some problems. That's why they have to put the animosities aside and work together. So what is the meaning of the word animosity? And also you have to consider the context clues here, and from the meaning of the context in general here, you have to know that the word animosity is a kind of open, announced hatred. So this is something like open. It's not a kind of hatred that's hidden. It's not hidden. It's obvious. So it's open. Okay, so animosity. So here this is the picture reflecting the meaning of the word animosity here. He's hitting him in his face. Okay, so they hate each other and they declare something like that. Okay, move to the fourth word, which is ardent. Ardent. First of all, which part of speech is that word? She is an, so it's coming immediately after the word an, which is an article. So this is considered to be, this is considered an or a noun. No, here the noun is admirer. The noun is admirer. What about the word ardent? It modifies the noun admirer. So it is an adjective. So she is an ardent admirer for romantic movies. So the clue word here is admirer. So when you admire something, when you are a fan of something, so you feel what? You become ardent. Okay? Move to the second word, the second sentence. Mrs. McIlvaine, an ardent supporter. Again here the word supporter, like the word admirer. Supporter is a noun and ardent is describing the noun. Okay, ardent, supporter of the arts. What did she do to prove that she's a supporter for the arts? She donated all her paintings in her private collection to the museum. When you donate something for the sake of something else, it means that you support it or you love it. But to which degree you love it? To which degree? And this is the clue here. So ardent supporter means the supporter that's maybe enthusiastic, so his actions marked by enthusiasm, he loves it. Marked by devotion, he's devoted to this kind of support. Okay, so here again you have to consider the context clues. Move to the word after. Which team you are an ardent supporter for? Choose your favorite team. Then we have the word disdain. Disdain. Okay, this word actually functions as two parts of speech, a noun and a verb. In the first sentence, it's used as a verb. So the gourmet chef here, the expert, or the culinary expert, cooking expert. Okay, disdained fast food restaurants. So how does he consider, or how does this chef consider the fast food restaurants? What do you think? He dislikes them, or he disrespects the kind of serves or the kind of meals they serve, right? So disdain here, what's the meaning of the word disdain? Try to guess. Move to the second sentence. The waitress had disdain for the customer who left no tip. So here, she had disdain. So again, the word disdain here is used as a noun. So the waitress had disdain for the customer. What did the customer do? He left no tip. So how does she consider him here? Try to guess. Deep beneath this thing, disdain, she respects you. So under this or beneath this disdain, okay, she respects you. So maybe here it is a kind of hatred, okay, that has, for example, a kind of contempt, right, a kind of disrespect, maybe. Okay, so again, the context clues. Don't forget this, please. Okay, so his facial expressions are obvious. So here, this is a kind of disdain again. Okay, let's move to the coming word, which is enamour. Enamour. Actually, the word that you have in your vocab list is enamour without ed. But here, this word is usually used in the passive voice as enamored, especially with the prepositions with or of. Okay? Consider the meaning. She was so enamored with the speaker that she waited in line for an honor to get his autograph. So she waited in line. When someone waits in line, of course, let's admit that lines are so boring. Okay, being in a line and waiting for something to happen is something that's very boring. But she waited in order to get his autograph. So how does she feel toward this person, toward the speaker? She's enamored with him. Enamored with him. So consider the context clue. Okay, let's move to the second one. The kid was enamored of keeping pets at home. Okay, kids are always enthralled in pets. They always love to raise pets at home. So they are enamored of keeping pets at home. So what do you think? So they maybe they are captivated by this idea? Maybe? So guess the meaning of the word enamored. Actually, you're going to find this presentation uploaded, and when you navigate the rest of the slides, you're going to find slides having synonyms, antonyms, definitions, derivatives for these words. Okay, but it's better to practice the words or to find the words first in context in order to get the meaning. Okay, it's better than having synonyms and antonyms in the beginning and then having the context. No, here it's the opposite, and it's a very effective way, guys. Okay, and here also we have to use the context clues. So enamored, so we have many hearts here, so they are enamored of each other, maybe. Okay, move to the coming word, which is estranged. Estranged. What do you remember when you hear this word, estranged? Huh? You remember the word strange. Odd, right? The word is strange. So here, read the context. An unfortunate misunderstanding estranged the two friends. So we have two context clues, and they are very powerful here. Unfortunate and misunderstanding. What happened after the misunderstanding? The two friends estranged. So they become, what do you think? After being friends for a long time, they estranged. Consider the second one. Why would your estranged husband be doing all this for you? Why would your estranged husband be doing all this for you? So here we have a husband and a wife, and they are estranged now. What do you think? It has the sense of a destroying affection, maybe, to alienate someone, to treat as a stranger, maybe. Okay, explain how the clues contribute to your understanding of the word. Answer this question when you read the context again and again. Here we have this kind of separation. We have no affection here, maybe. Okay. The word kudos. Kudos. What's the meaning of that word? First of all, which part of speech is that word? It comes after the action verb here. So this is an object. It is in the object position. So it is, it is a noun, exactly. So the architect received kudos for his creative and cost-effective design for the new library. So after designing or after creating the design or the cost-effective design, he got kudos for his achievement, right? So what can you get after your achievement? When you achieve something, what can you get? Maybe gifts, maybe nice words, maybe compliments, right? You may get many things, many positive things, right? So guess the meaning of the word kudos. The company has earned kudos for responding so quickly to customers' concerns. So when you respond, when you react quickly towards something, especially customers, okay, so you have to earn, or you may earn, again, you may earn gifts, you may earn praise, you may earn compliments. So what is the meaning of the word kudos? Again, it is the game of the context clues. Kudos. If you read the words here related to that word, you'll understand its meaning. So we have here the word achievement, rewards, great, business, speech, appreciation. We have many words that are related to the word kudos. Move to the word after. Pejorative. Read the context. Many people feel the word housewife is an old-fashioned pejorative term. What is the context clue here? Before the commas. So here we have two adjectives to modify the word term. Okay, term here is a noun. Two adjectives to modify that noun. So old-fashioned, and of the same kind we have the word pejorative. So pejorative means something that has the same sense of old-fashioned, maybe the same meaning of old-fashioned, maybe. Okay, move to the coming. A word with a pejorative connotation. Okay, so here, pejorative connotation. So we have words, the connotation could be neutral, could be positive, could be negative. Remember this? Okay, so here, considering the word old-fashioned. So here, pejorative connotation means negative, positive, or neutral. What do you think? Okay, so again, you have to consider the context clues. Context clues are the solution for your problem. And also, if you read the word and the related words, you'll understand its meaning. We have the word disrespectful, scornful, shameful, humiliating, insulting. Yeah, so criticize. We have many related words that lead to your understanding of that word. Okay. Keep watching, please. Okay. The last word in your vocab list is the word repugnance. Repugnance. The attorney was filled with repugnance as he read the violent offender's criminal record. So the attorney here, maybe the lawyer, was filled with something, with kind of emotions. When he read the violent, here consider the clues. Violent, offender, criminal. So these are three context clues that lead to the meaning of repugnance. So which emotion does he have after reading something very violent like that? Think. Consider the rest. They felt nothing but repugnance for the group's violent history. Again, when you read violent history, how do you feel? So it is a kind of repugnance, or it is a kind of hatred, right? It is a kind of extreme dislike and disgust. Okay, so this is a kind of repugnance. She can't stand this piece of meat. Okay, so she is filled with repugnance. Consider her facial expressions and you'll understand the word. Thanks for watching. See you in the coming videos.